Welcome back to Athletic Everyday, day number 137. So today I was in two minds about whether or not to max out my clean. I ended up attempting to max my clean and not getting a new 1RM. Spoiler, guys. But I think it's a good idea to reattempt it at another point this week, maybe Friday or Sunday, purely because all the nights leading up into this workout, I haven't had a good night's sleep, and the day before this, nutrition wasn't all that good, and I was just exhausted today. I did like this was yesterday, but I was just exhausted at this point, and even while I was doing this warm up, I just thought I'd just do something fun to get me into the state for working out. But even while I was doing the cleans, I was just completely exhausted. So I feel like even though I've had a deload week, my body doesn't really feel that recovered. Maybe for the first few sets of cleans it did, but to be honest with you, I felt pretty exhausted at this point in the workout. My body was fatigued. My central nervous system was just not there today either. There's me making excuses again, but that's the reason why I didn't hit a new 1RM on the clean. I was kind of hoping for a 130, but then tried 125. You'll see that run in the workout. It just wasn't happening. But that's okay. All throughout this workout, I was just like, sort of just go with the flow, see what happens. The on the bright side, the basketball was fun. It was nice to do a few layups, do some shooting every here and there. I actually had a comment from a guy who I've had a lot of correspondence with on Instagram and YouTube quite a bit, and we were just saying about how the best way to warm up for dunking and any kind of like athletic basketball oriented workout is just to play basketball, and that's basically what I did before this workout. And yeah, the dunks went pretty well. Got some two-handers quite easy. The dunks actually went pretty well today, which is a good sign because it means that I am jumping higher. And it's just good fun. It's good fun to get some shooting in, to shoot around. But that was the bright side of the workout. And then I moved on to the cleans. To be honest with you, the first part of the cleans actually felt pretty good. I felt like I was hyping myself up for this new RM in the clean. When I got to like 100. I decided that I was going to maybe even go for a new power clean 1RM as well. I was like, oh, these are feeling snappy and poppy, but I think that was just me kidding myself a little bit. And you'll see later why that was. So throughout the warm-up, I was just trying to move the bar as quickly as I could. I did a complex of one power clean and then one full clean straight afterwards, with the intention of just getting under the bar quickly and snappily, as quickly as possible. I feel like what I could have done better in order to maybe make the cleans a little bit more efficient is to not worry too much about the technique, because at this point, there's no point trying to change the technique or trying to fix anything about your technique. You've just got to stick with what you've got. And what I was trying to do in this warm-up is to jump my legs out a little bit more when I did the full clean, so I could get a bit wider into that squat, a little bit more abduction on my hips to open wider, so I've got more space for my torso to sit between. And when I was doing this 80 and this 100, that was actually feeling really good. But when you get to higher percentages of your 1RMs, your body will always tend to compensate, and you'll go to whatever's easiest or whatever feels most comfortable. And sometimes that is a inefficient movement pattern, a pattern that is not very effective for your anatomy. So there's me attempting to power clean 120, very atrocious form, starfished it. I'm not counting that. That was also an attempt at a power, but I failed it. The full clean went okay, and it felt like it moved all right. Then I tried 125, dropped it, didn't get it. Went back down to 100, so I see if I could wave back up and see if that helped anything. Here's 110 for the second time. That went okay. Tried 120 again. 120 looked like it moved okay. It felt like it moved okay. That was probably the best clean of the day, that one right there. Then I tried to jump up to 127.5 and just wasn't getting it. Tried 3 times, I think it was. Got pinned in the bottom of this one. Thought I've got the strength to stand this up. Absolutely not. You can't do that and having not trained front squats. And then I tried for a third time, and I wasn't getting that one either. All in all, not a very good clean workout, but I am going to try again later on in the week. See if we can't get like a 127.5, maybe even a 130 clean. I'm not feeling particularly hopeful about that right now, but you've got to stay positive and just focus on what you're trying to achieve. Don't focus on negative, the fact that you missed all these cleans. And then I finished up the workout with some tibialis raises. Tibialis raises were moving pretty well. This is 17.5 kilos for 10 by 2. So yeah, that's the workout. Disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I was very, very angry about missing that, but with a bit of hindsight, 24 hours in 24 hours of hindsight, I'd say that I am in a bit of a better mental state about missing all those cleans. So moving on to the next workout, we'll see how we go. Still got to max out my back squat later on this week, and I'm sort of in a dilemma about, when to do it, because I've got to reconcile that with having missed the cleans this week. But I'm trying my best not to let that affect my decision making as to when I decide to max out my back squat and my clean again. Anyway, that is it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.